So I'm a bit fuzzy still on the idea of a connection.
What is a
Or
connection?
it seems like it's kind of, oh, like we connected, we made a connection, connected clients, kind of out here in the ether. And I'm the kind of person who wants to drill it down and be like, okay, how do you know when a connection is made, and what is a connection versus, like, I don't know, something surface level.
Well, I mean, I think surface level. What are surface? How about this? Instead of asking that, what are surface level questions or conversations? So, like, how's the weather? Where are you from? Any other examples?
How's your day?
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
For a living, yeah.
Current events.
So how about in a client coaching sort of environment? It's first session, let's say. What we come in and our client, what do we got some small talk, right? Going on. What brings you in today? What are you gonna what other questions could happen that might be more surface?
I think really to initiate the conversation, I hear this a lot in coaching sessions, is how are you doing today? And usually that exchange takes place. With coaching, I feel like there's you want to try and make as minimal of space for small talk as possible, but there is still importance to small talk.
I think can we try a little game, little activity? Will somebody be a client? Jen will be our client, okay? And then will somebody be our coach?
I can do it.
Okay. Although I think let's have Jerome or Anthony, just because the nature of
Jerome.
Because good call.
Good call.
Okay. Alrighty, start off the session.
What I'm gonna do, just to warn you, I'm gonna pause you after each question. Okay. Go for it.
Hi Jen, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, thank you for asking. Just want
to
pause. Now, I was gonna let that first one fly. The how you doing today fly. I was gonna let that.
I'm not letting that one fly.
Okay, go ahead.
Culturally, that can be like Americans. How you doing today? We kind of understand that's like we don't expect a real answer. It's more of like a way to say, like, it's a greeting. People from Europe view that question very weirdly, where they will be like, okay, I'll tell you how I am, and then they'll go on with their whole life story.
Well, that's not that'd be a bad thing.
People will view that question very differently depending where you're from. We all share the same assumption of what.
So instant connection, not quite the point I'm trying to make yet, but but a good point nonetheless, because that could be a way to go deeper with somebody who in a different cultural background. Just ask them how they're doing.
Jen could have answered bad, and then that would have led to a different series of questions. But
just to pipe in here, I seriously stop and think, am I going to really answer that question, or am I in a hurry and just going to go, I'm fine, good. So I take time to actually think on how I want to answer that question. So
I always answer honestly, but it's never like dramatically.
Yeah.
All right, next. So go ahead. Next question.
So this is our first session that we've had, Jen. I'm just curious as to what brings you in today. What do we want to talk about?
Well, I just got back from accomplishing a major goal, and I'm ready to set a new goal.
All right. Well, before we speak about maybe setting that new goal, can you tell me about that last goal a little bit, just that we have some context on anything we do moving forward?
Yes, so I set a goal of hiking to the top of a mountain to see a glacier, and I prepared myself for it physically, and I made it, and I had no issues until the end. Congratulations. Sorry.
Okay, so with this next goal of yours, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
That's the thing. I can't. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
So pause. He said, tell me a little more about the next goal, right? How can we adjust that question to get deeper immediately?
Maybe I would stay in the past a little bit longer. What did that goal mean to you accomplishing it?
Do you want me to answer that?
Ditto.
Yeah.
Yeah, ditto what Anthony
Go
said.
ahead, answer that.
It meant that I'm capable of a lot more physically than I realized. So I can set bigger goals physically, which is super exciting.
How did that make you feel?
Excited, proud, excited and proud.
I'm going to steal a question from Soup Bowls. What did you learn about yourself by accomplishing the goal of climbing the mountain?
Oh, wow. It's a really good question. I learned that I really don't know my limits. I have no idea what they are because I didn't even come close to it. I thought that was going to be it. I thought I was going to be pushing my limits by doing that, but that was nowhere near it. So I just have a lot more. I learned that I have a lot more that I'm capable of that I haven't had awareness of. And now I have awareness of it.
Pause.
Huh?
So I'm just pausing. I want to bring us to now the question the next part of the question that Jerome had asked. I think there was an awesome past exploration. The next question he asked was also, actually, before we go there, for you, Jen, like on a meta level, you're not in the coaching session anymore. This is us asking, how was that exploration about the goal you just accomplished? Was that was that a deeper exploration? Was that something that you worked for you to connect to as a client?
Yes, specifically that question that Sue had was the right question. Like that really, I felt connected after that question. I felt like that went deep.
That's it. Kick Sue out. She's making
So the next question Jerome asked is, well, what goal do you want to work on next? Or what do you want to do? Tell me more about the next goal you want to work on, I think. How can we make that specific question deeper?
I think it's a fine question. I think my answer forces it to go deeper.
Okay.
I don't have an answer. So Jerome is going to have to now,
Well, so then I had one thought with that. Could you have asked, what would making a new goal mean to you? Or why do you want to make a new goal?
yeah. What makes having a new goal important to you? Yeah. Yeah, because that forces me to pause and go, wait, hold on. Why does that matter? Because that's very important.
Okay, so share.
Because I think having a physical goal is a really fun way to keep working towards something physically, which I like to do for my health and well-being, but it gives it another element of fun, where I'm not just, working out or taking care of myself just for health. Like I want to actually do something with that health.
So this is a really neat thing, at least for me it is, because this is something that I can be very mechanical, but when I thought, well, what if we ask this question? Not only we learned that Jen's next goal, she wants it to be physical, like we didn't know that before, and we understand the motivating factor behind making the goal. So we're getting that why, that emotional connection. We're already deepening the importance of this goal just by adjusting that question a little bit, right? I think it's very cool, actually.